Hey guys, Indigo here, coming at you with round 2 of my 5v5 Grand Arena that's going on right now. This is what my opponent's got in store for us. Let's go up north. I'll show you his teams. He's got a Karth team, a Karth Dot team, and then he's got a Kira Scoundrel team with Nest. So, you gotta watch out for Nest. Let me show you what else he's got down south, and then we'll jump into the battles and I'll show you how I handled his teams. So here we go. Down south, he's got a crew first order team and a boss bounty hunter team. So let's get into the battles and you can see how I handled everything. First up, I decided to take out his bounty hunters because he had a little bit of, on the weak side, bounty hunters. So I used my Imperial Troopers because they're much faster. Once I knew I had the speed advantage, it's all downhill for him. Imperial Troopers, especially mine, are going to rip right through his bounty hunters like nothing. Because I have 6 E-mods a lot on my troopers, and they're pretty fast. So you can see here, it's been like 30 seconds, and that's all she wrote. That's the end of his bounty hunters. The next team I took out was his first order team. They were okay, but they're not going to be a match for JTR-led resistance. So I got JTR, BB-8. I did throw R2 in there this time, and then I got Scavray and Resistance Trooper because, you know, he didn't have super speed on him or anything, but they were decently geared. So R2, sometimes I run him under CLS, but after looking at the teams, I knew I wasn't going to do that with R2, so it was better to throw him back under JTR, help with the exposes and the stuns. So it worked out. You can see here I'm making short work of his first order. You can see he put a Xeris down in the first order squad. I guess I know why some people do it, trying to make trick teams, but to me it seems like a waste of a Xeris because it adds absolutely nothing to his first order team. I'm still going to kill him once they get the healing immunity on him or whatever. It's not like they can heal back, and she's too slow to really do anything once the turn meter starts rolling in from the exposes. So you can see Illuminated Destiny went off. Now it's back down to business as usual. Got the 2 Kylos just by themselves. Work on crew. Keep Xylo stunned. He can't do anything. And there goes crew. Now it's down to just Xylo. I mean, what's he going to do? You can see he's not getting to move. The only thing he got to do was retaliate. So there he goes. End of that match. 57 banners, good enough. We're going to open up his back here in the south. And down there you can see he's, I'll show you what he's got. He's just got a weak Rogue One team that's looks like just leftovers, so he could probably save more for offense. So let's go back up north. Here's a reminder, he's got Scoundrels and he's got a Karth team. Show you what I did for those. So under Karth, he's got all the dots and everything. I recently found out I can use first order and that they're pretty effective. Now, I had never tried this team before, so this is my first crack at it, trying to see how it works and, you know, how the battle kind of flows. And I gotta say, I'm gonna be using this team more often if I can swing it, because as highly geared and Zetaed as the Karth team is required to be, this first order team can chop right through it. I mean, it takes a minute because Executioner has to power up, you know, and the taunt keeps bouncing back and forth. He's got Juhani in there. He's got Zalbar likes to keep popping up with the taunt. I don't know. I got to refresh myself with their abilities and everything. All I know is I was trying to take out Mission because I know she's the main damage dealer. But every time I would go hit her, it seemed like Zalbar was taunting again. And his health didn't really want to go down. I mean, it did, but then he starts gaining his protection right back because all the dots that they got laid down. So I got to go back and read the Old Republic kits and find out exactly how that team works. It doesn't matter, even though you don't understand it fully and have a good knowledge of every single ability and the way things interplay. You can see that First Order has enough synergy, and with the crew lead, the fact that they heal whenever they have any status effects, which includes dots, is enough to get the job done. Like, you can see if other characters would have had 17 dots or whatever, they'd be dead. But it's just healing the First Order right back, so they're kind of staying level, if that makes sense. So I keep trying to work on Zalbar. You can see it's like already half the battle's about gone, and I haven't really made any progress. Juhani keeps going into stealth. Her health does get a little bit lower and lower. Keep trying to do AoE with Xylo, because that can reach her even when she's under stealth, so that's good. I keep working the protection down on like Canderous and on Zalbar. And finally, I was like, if I can take one out, so be it. So I took out Canderous, got rid of him. Now it's down to their 4 versus my 5. Now I'm like, who can I take out? If I need to keep focusing on Zalbar, let's get him out of the way because he's the biggest stumbling block. And you can see there's a crew special freeze up where you can pick somebody to stun, try to stun Mission, and make sure she can't move and keep throwing her little bombs or whatever she does. Like, it gets to be annoying. I could see how this could become a timeout team really easily. But it's down to their 4. I got, with Xylo AoE, I got Juhani down in the red. So it's just a matter of taking her out when she's not stealth, Keep working on Zalbar, trying to get him down. There goes Juhani. I wonder if, healing immunity will come into play, and maybe that's what you're supposed to do. This is me having no idea, like, the proper kill order of anything. So don't watch this part as a what to do. Just look at it like, if you have no idea what you're doing, you can kind of fumble your way through anyway. I mean, you can see the clock's getting mighty low, but Executioner's powered up, where he took out Mission, and now he's got Karth, and he's just taking out chunks. So there's that. Made it through 57 banners. Not going to complain there. That leaves only one team left up north. He's got his Kira team. So for that, here's what I was talking about earlier. I did go ahead and use my CLS team, but this time I didn't do R2 and I didn't do C3PO because I had a bad experience with that team before. They would take off too much turn meter and keep Nest stunned where she couldn't go. And you want her to go so that once she does go, then her bonus protection goes away. So you want to try and hit her in between if you can, or if you got to save her to the end, time the moves so that she can go and lose that protection and you can take down her health. I didn't want to time out and go send in a cleanup team, So, you know how this team works. Took out Vandor, got rid of that. Don't have to worry about him bringing anybody back. Keep trying to work on Nest. I got plenty of time on the clock. Still got a minute to go. Used up 1 minute. Got 4 minutes to go. I keep trying to see what moves do I have? What can I do? I got Nest down to red bar right there. But you can see she just heals right back up. It's a little bit annoying. But it's definitely doable. Now it's all about taking Nest down. 3.5 minutes left. got to watch that turn meter and see when she goes to take a turn, have the proper, sequence of moves ready. Whether it's doing a basic or whether it's doing like Han's buff up move, where he's not going to do any damage or take away any turn meter. See, she's stunned there, so it kind of doesn't matter what I do. And I chose to go ahead and use Chirrut's heal, cleanse the debuffs, throw some tenacity up there. And now Nest has gone, so now's my time to make a move. Did that. Everybody's doing their thing, and there it goes. Chirrut finished off. Done with that one. No problems there. So I'll show you guys what come up now in N2. That back zone up top. Down south you saw he had that just scrappy Rogue One team. Here he put in his Phoenix squad, and then he put in a Darth Revan squad. And I knew he had a Darth Revan squad that was a little on the slow side, a little on the weak side. So I was prepared for that. I saved my counter, which was my own Darth Revan, and I'm running it with EP lead, and also I have Traya in there. I know you guys might look and be like, well, you're wasting 3 different team, comps. You won't be able to run a Traya team. You won't be able to run an EP team. But I don't need that. Like, I literally have 3 teams left to fight, including this one. And this is with the team that I run to climb in the arena every day. So I beat all kinds of Darth Revan lead squads. So I'm really comfortable running this team right here. Once I get the debuffs going, it starts that turn meter train, and you never have to look back. The other team just starts falling like dominoes because there's nothing they can do. They barely even get to move. You can see the Annihilate went off. There went the Dark Side Bastilla, got rid of Revan. And just zapping who's left once he got Vader and Sith Trooper there. I mean, you could auto this, but I'm in no danger of losing my characters or anything. So it does waste some components of different squads, but 58 banners, hey, I'll take it. So his last squad, this was one that maybe I should have been more careful of. It's a Phoenix squad. He did have some Zetas on there. He did put some work into his Phoenix. And so anytime somebody's got decently geared Phoenix, I mean, they do punch above their weight class. So Rex Wampa does work, and I threw some tanks in there to help out with that. I also had Thrawn because I had Thrawn, so might as well use them, right? Fracture and turn meter swap and topping up protection can't be a bad thing. So that's the team I got here, going against his pretty decent Phoenix. Like I said, he's got some Zetas in there. I didn't really pay attention. I just know that they're geared up a heck of a lot more than mine. Try and take out, what I can. I took out Kanan first. Figured that way they wouldn't do the counterattacks. He's the one that gives them that. So once he's gone, they don't have the counterattacks every time you try and hit them. I know they got days at the moment, so don't have to worry about that anyway. But it's just one more thing. Like, that's what I don't like, is every time you do like an AoE or something, they all come back after you. And it just gets to be annoying. So I got Chopper in there doing his thing. He's taunting. The enemy Ezra puts in some work. You can see there goes Chopper. And his Ezra hits really hard. I didn't really check out his mods or anything. I should have, to see what kind of damage he was capable of. But he definitely puts in some work. But you know what? My Wampa hits harder. And I got Rex lead in there for the extra turn meter and stuff on crits. So there went my tanks. And now it's just down to Rex, Wampa, and Thrawn. But with Wampa powered up now, he can sit there and do some big damage when it's needed. So there went Ezra. Now I just got enemy Sabine and Zeb left. Power up Wampa some more. Shoot Sabine, and there she goes. Now counterattack on Zeb. Got Fracture, so he's not being able to do anything. And there he goes. That was it. Low score, 52 banners, but I won in one, so I'll take it. Because I didn't think my opponent could win every single battle in one. He was really lacking some Zetas and some mods in the right places. But more on that later. Here was the last squad, that Junkie Rogue One squad that I had mentioned. So I had plenty of tools left in the toolbox. So I went ahead and took in my Bastilla Jedi squad. The reason you should do this, not because this may be the best team, but because they get the bonus protection to start off. And this team was so weak that it wasn't going to ever hit hard enough to break down under the bonus protection. So you can see I started off with 4 because I figured I might as well use this chance to pick up an extra banner. Got Bastilla, got my Hermit Yoda, got Ezra for the main damage dealer, and then I got Old Ben just to tank and take up as much of the damage as he can. But he also has the turn meter manipulation and the debuffs that he could spread, so that's nice. So got him in there. Ezra's doing all the work though, attacking, and then Basilla's got her moves. She's modded to hit pretty hard too and be pretty tanky. So that's it, man. I probably could have done it with just 3 people, but probably could have taken Old Ben out, but no need to gamble like that just for one more point. So there goes that one, man. 61 banners. I'm happy happy for that. So here's the board. I'll show you what the board looks like when I got done with it. My score was 1723. Cleared everything in one. I went to sleep and I woke up, and the next day, this was the score. He got 1234. In one of the zones, he went and he had gone twice against my Kira squad. Killed everybody, but I got Nest in there in my Kira squad. So he didn't have an answer for Nest. Everybody was dead, but Nest was at full health, full protection. And since he had gone one battle on that already, he was done for. He couldn't win. Sets the bar pretty high and puts the pressure on them. And then in the south, he uncovered my Night Sister team. I suspect he didn't have an answer for that because his Imperial troopers were not very good. And a lot of the other teams that he had, he either set on defense or he must have used them inefficiently in the first 2 zones. So that's that, guys. We'll see you guys in the next round, the championships, round 3 of the Grand Arena. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.